Welcome back to the channel. This is Auto Tune-Up, your go-to hub for real car reviews, deep breakdowns, real feelings and zero sugarcoating. And let me tell you right now, the 2026 Falcon feels like Ford was saving up all of their best ideas just to drop them in one car. First up, the design. This isn't just nostalgic throwback styling. This is modern muscle mixed with a futuristic edge. The car sits on Ford's new global rear-drive platform, and from the very first glance, you can feel its attitude. Up front, the long aggressive hood stretches forward like a statement. The LED signature light bar cuts through the grille, striking and deliberate. It almost feels inspired by the menacing presence of the Mustang, but it carries its own identity. That grille A bold and hex-shaped A features active aero shutters that open and close automatically to improve airflow and fuel efficiency at speed. The bumper has knife-edged air intakes on both sides, not decorative at all, and these are real channels feeding the twin-turbo engine and front brakes. The side profile is where the magic really starts to show. The 2026 Falcon has a low shoulder line and a thick rear haunch, giving it that classic coupe stance but in a four-door body style. Aero-sculpted character lines run from the front fender to the rear quarter, making the car look like it's already moving while parked. The mirrors are slim with integrated turn signals, optimized to cut drag at highway speeds. The roofline slopes just enough to look sporty without sacrificing rear headroom, and those wheels, you're looking at 19-inch alloys as standard, but upgraded trims like the Falcon XR8 push it to 20-inch multi-spoke rims wrapped in high-grip performance rubber. Around back, it's clean but commanding. The rear LED taillight strip spans the full width, a continuous design element that makes the car recognizable at night from a mile away. The trunk lip features a ducktail spoiler, functional, giving the car stability without going into full-wing madness. The rear bumper houses quad exhaust tips on performance trims, especially when you choose the V8 variant in the XR8 model. A sculpted diffuser sits between them to keep air flowing smoothly under the car. Ford designers clearly wanted this rear to feel planted, serious, and used, not posed. Now step inside. The Falcon reinvents what a modern driver's cockpit should feel like. Open the frameless doors, slide into heavily bolstered seats that hug better than your best seatbelt, and you're greeted by a dual digital landscape. The standard dashboard consists of a 12.3-inch digital cluster and a 15.5-inch touchscreen running Ford Sync 5. The interface is sharp, responsive, and voice-first. Just say "Hey Ford," and it wakes up like a well-trained co-pilot. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are baked in, along with a dedicated performance telemetry page showing turbo pressure, coolant temp, oil pressure, lap times, and even real-world G-force measurements if you feel like logging your speed therapy sessions. The materials are premium where it counts. Soft touch leather and stitched dash panels come standard from the mid-level Falcon G6e trim upward. Carbon fiber accents appear in sportier versions like the Ford Falcon XR8, giving the interior an authentic race-influenced feel. The steering wheel is flat-bottom with vibrating haptic feedback in drive modes like Sport and Track. Ford's dial-based gear selector remains for the automatic model, but the bigger story is the optional 6-speed manual you can still have on select trims if you want the real mechanical handshake. Rear passengers get their own airflow vents, USB-C ports, cup holders, and surprising legroom thanks to the extended 2,900mm wheelbase. The trunk space sits at 490 liters for the Turbo 6 model and slightly less on the V8 due to exhaust packaging, but it still swallows grocery runs, gym bags, long trips and regrettable impulse purchases. Under the hood, performance is the headline even when we aren't using headings. The 2026 Falcon brings back rear-wheel drive in a world drowning in crossovers. The base engine is a 3.0-liter EcoBoost inline-6, twin-turbocharged, producing 385 horsepower and 515 Nm of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. But, if you're old school or simply bold school, Ford still offers a manual transmission with the Turbo 6, delivering clutch pedal evangelists something to believe in again. And now the monster option of the 5.0-liter Coyote V8 engine fitted in the Ford Falcon XR8 generates 460 horsepower and 570 Nm of torque. 0-100 comes in just 4.6 seconds when launch control is enabled. The top speed sits around 260 km/h electronically capped, but that's probably wise because the car feels like it has more to give if the limiter ever retired. The suspension is adaptive across trims. With Ford's MagneRide 4.0 system, the dampers adjust 1000 times per second, meaning bumps disappear, corners tighten, and road feel becomes conversation, not vibration. Drive modes include Eco, Normal, Sport, and Track. In Eco mode, the Falcon shutdowns 4 cylinders on the V8 model for fuel savings. In Track mode, the valves open, the gearbox sharpens, steering weights up, exhaust roars louder, and the car firms up like it found its final purpose. Braking is serious engineering. 2A4 piston calipers as standard on fronting Turbo 6. Upgraded 6-piston Brembo units on the V8 variant, paired with ventilated 355mm discs. The Falcon also features an electronic drift assist system built into the traction control that allows controlled yaw angles without turning into uncontrolled regret. Fuel economy depends on your engine religion. The 3.0 Turbo 6 returns 8.3 liters/100 km combined when treated sensibly. The 5.0 V8 clocks 11.2 liters/100 km combined. But listen, you didn't come here for hybrid whispering, you came for muscle talking. Now pricing, because your wallet also deserves a clear voice. In the Australian domestic price range, the 2026 Ford Falcon starts at around 42,990 Australian dollars for the Turbo 6 base model. The mid-level G6e trim pushes around 51,500 Australian dollars. The King trim, the Ford Falcon XR8, goes up to 65,990 Australian dollars before optional packs like the MagneRide Premium Pack, Driver Assist 360 Suite, Carbon Interior Package, or the Luxury Sound Pack with BO Unleashed 12-speaker system. Now let's talk safety, because speed is more fun when physics doesn't file complaints. The Falcon features Ford Co-Pilot 360, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot detection, automatic emergency braking, rear cross-traffic alert, and 9 airbags across all trims. The V8 model also includes torque vectoring control to adjust power distribution per wheel for safer corner exits. So what's the verdict? The 2026 Falcon isn't just a comeback car, it's proof that a name with roots can also grow new branches. It carries history but doesn't live in it. It drives like muscle but thinks like I. It's rear drive without topology. It's touchy without losing soul. It offers a manual when the world told manuals to disappear. And most importantly, it makes driving feel like the main character role again, not background music. Thanks for watching Auto Tune Up. If you enjoyed this review, hit like, subscribe, drop your thoughts. Would you choose the twin Turbo 6 or the roaring Coyote V8? Let me know. Until the next one, stay tuned, stay driven, and keep your engines happy.